The problem with yoga is it's not a quick fix. Yoga looks at getting to the root of the problem or the cause, the root of the suffering, to remove it, to remove the pain from the future. And so it can be a process of self healing. Yoga is a way to heal the self. It's a great complement to a therapy program if you're already on a self-healing journey or a healing journey. Yoga is an amazing complement because it asks you to get the body involved in your healing. I've been talking about the body and the mind being disconnected. And so if we go to a talk therapist and we do a lot of talking, that's beautiful. That's a way of processing. But if we're still leaving the body out of it and we're not feeling, then there's still going to be this disconnection, this stored energy of sensation and feeling that has been around for probably a long time. So when you take on a yoga practice, it's really complementing or supporting your whole life and your healing journey. By coming to your mat, you're giving yourself space to feel what's present. And sometimes not so intimidating than, sitting, trying to meditate and stop the thoughts and let the feelings happen. Sometimes we can just come onto our mat and move, flow, and let the yoga do the work. You don't need to have a 60-minute practice every single day to benefit from yoga. And that gets in the way of an all or nothing mindset. That if I am going to start yoga, I have to do it in the most perfect way, or I have to know everything about it. I need to be flexible or have my life situated in a certain way. I've got to clear all the clutter in my house before I can have space for a yoga mat. And that kind of waiting is just postponing. It's just delaying the feeling better. And it makes it a little harder to get to yoga because it's going to take some time. And the more you delay that, then it's just like, ugh, it's not important. I'll get to that later. I asked a friend recently, she was talking about how interesting it would be to do a near split pose. And she said, I don't have to do this pose, but it would be cool if I could. And I said, yeah, but what if you could do that pose at 70 years old? What would that mean? To put it in the perspective of, I'm not where I want to be today, but I still care about future me enough to show up. I think being able to do a seated forward fold when I'm 70 years old will be pretty incredible. To be able to sit on the floor and get up off the floor, that can be enough. That can be enough of a goal to want to get down, play with your children or your grandchildren, and come up off the floor and not be in agony or disgruntled because you can't do what you once could or wanted to do. It's an emotional journey. It really is. And it asks us to feel our feelings. I have a video in this series, and I'll talk about emotions and holding space for our emotions when they come up. But for now, just know that as you're tending to yourself, you're tending to your nervous system, you are helping to process current emotions and those from the past. So it makes sense that you might not want to always get to your yoga practice. So, a few ways that you can enhance your yoga practice or get the most out of your yoga practice. I've mentioned this one a lot already, consistency. But the truth is, we are going to fall off. Life is going to get in the way. Things are going to happen. We'll get sick. We'll have to take care of others. We'll go on vacation if we're lucky enough to be able to go on vacation. We'll do things that send us off our routine, and that's normal. And truly, as the seasons change, our routines change, and what we need is different. And so we can pause and evaluate, what do we need in this season? So when you get off your path or you fall from your consistent practice, remember to begin again, to just start again. Sometimes, again, that all or nothing mindset can prevent us from starting or getting back to something that we knew worked for us once. Maybe you've tried yoga in the past and it wasn't right for you. Whether it was the wrong style, the wrong teacher, the wrong time in your life, the wrong environment, whatever that was, I do believe it planted a seed that you're here watching this video with me today. However, if it just didn't feel right, begin again. And I say that in practice as well. When you're practicing on your mat or in meditation and something throws us off, distracts us, we fall out of a pose, the pose doesn't feel right, is just to let it go and begin again when you're ready, begin anew. We're afforded this each day. It's like the sun is born again every day and it dies every day. And so each day is anew. You don't have to wait for a Sunday or a Monday or a January 1st to start again or to start. It can be with your next decision. After this video, you could choose to start a yoga practice. Start today. Don't wait. It's too important. Your health, your family, your well-being. As you're on this journey, the last thing I want you to remember, this is an expression from my running and my hiking practice, and it goes really well with my yoga practice. And that is to hike your own hike. Or in running, your race, your pace. You get to decide what your practice looks like and how you come back to it when you step away. Nobody else can judge you, or their opinions don't matter. So, how do you want to come back each time? Thanks for being here with me. I will see you in the next video.